Here is a MaxxSouth Sports team update.
Hello and welcome to Houston High. I'm John Luke McCord on location here in Houston, Mississippi. Today we're checking out the Houston Hilltoppers. They've moved down to classification 3A this season, but they're 4-3 out of the gate. We're going to talk to Coach Ty Harden, get some thoughts on his team, and also a host of new division opponents coming up for the Toppers. We're here with Houston High head coach Ty Harden. And Coach, 4-3 to this point in the season. You really had some big wins, though. And talk about, you challenged your guys in the non-division schedule, and you got some challenging games in the division schedule. But talk about how your team's been tested thus far by the schedule.
Definitely been battle tested just with the teams we played. We wanted to make sure we played some teams that are, great football teams, but also well coached. Not just test our players, test our coaches, and make sure they get the best out of each other each week.
Absolutely. And look, you got a real winner and a veteran experienced guy in Uriah Shepherd at quarterback, but you got a lot of athleticism on that offense, a lot of options to go to. Quentin May, Jalen May, Bobby Townsend, other guys like that. But talk about what you've seen from your offense. I know you want to get that unit going even more down the stretch, but talk about what you've seen from this so far.
I've been pleased so far. We've had our days. We've had our days we've been great. We've had our days we've been bad. It kind of runs through them. We live by the sword, we die by the sword. If we, having an off night, it might not be the best night for us. We're having a good night, we're hard to beat.
Absolutely. And defensively, you guys, we talked about it. You caught your stride, really, and last week you get your first shutout against Hatley. So really starting to find your groove. What are your strengths on that side of the ball?
Strengths on that side, we got lots of kids. They're willing to learn. They run to the ball really well. We're a good team, sideline to sideline wise. And we're going to get better each week. That's the great thing. From what we were game one to now, we're night and day.
Absolutely. And look, you guys have done an excellent job. You told me you play with a lot of tempo on both sides of the ball. A lot of people don't talk about defenses playing fast, but you guys play fast on both sides of the ball. But talk about that transition as the season gets down to crunch time, gets down to the playoffs, how you guys might try to be more balanced and also be able to play slow when teams try to slow you guys down.
Right, and that's what teams have done the last 2 weeks, and they're going to do it this week. And I'm glad we're seeing it just because we've been in division in 4A for the last 10 years, and that division was a spread division. They threw the ball around, they ran a lot too, but it was fast paced, and that's what our kids have been used to. Now, new season, new division, new classification. We've seen different stuff, and it's been good for our kids to adjust to it because we don't know what we're going to face once we do get to the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you got some experienced guys on this team. We talked about Uriah Shepherd, but how has that jump, that change down? A lot of teams talk about adjusting going up a classification. You guys moved down to 3A this year, so if anything, it's just the unfamiliarity of these division opponents, and maybe how have you guys adjusted to that so far early in division play?
Right, it's just the unfamiliarity of not knowing these guys, and also at the end of the day, and it can be a bad thing because our kids are sitting there thinking, hey, we've been playing with the Knoxvies, the Louisvilles, the Kozieskos for years. What are these teams going to be to us? And it kind of is an advantage for the other team because sometimes our kids might overlook them no matter how much we tell them not to.
Absolutely. Houston High head coach Ty Harden, and good luck to the Toppers the rest of their season.
Appreciate it.
John Lou McCord and MaxxSouth Sports, thanks for tuning in to another football season preview here with the Houston Hilltoppers. Make sure to catch all your action with the Houston Hilltoppers and other teams here on MaxxSouth Sports, where local sports take center stage.
Full speed, baby, full speed. Get out there good. Good, John. Good. Get in there. There you go. Flip it. Corner out. Good.